Hey guys, so I'm sorry I didn't post a video last week about my weight loss journey. It's not because I didn't lose weight, it's just because I was focused with helping my friend build his resume last weekend so he could find a new job. So I'm gonna be back into the grind this week. It's Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time to talk progress. So throughout the journey, you'll notice many different struggles, whether it be eating out bad, not exercising at the gym. So throughout your journey, you're gonna go through a couple of different struggles, and what happened to me may be different from what happens to you, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to encounter any. You're gonna have your weight gains, you're gonna have your weight losses, and you need to be okay with both, because you're gonna have weeks where you're gonna eat out several times. You're gonna have weeks where you're not able to go to the gym. You're gonna be going around, you might be going on vacation somewhere. It's all gonna average out at the end, and you just gotta be patient. So the topic that I wanna talk about this week is your mentality when it comes to dieting. Now, in my previous diets that I've tried in the past, I'd have this mentality, and maybe you've had it too, and please leave it in the comments below if you ever have experienced this. You're going throughout your journey, you're doing good, you're portioning out your meals, you're counting calories, and all of a sudden your friends want to go out to eat, or your work brings in catering, or you just end up wanting to eat bad and you go and have a cheeseburger, or you go and have cheesecake, or you go and just eat bad food. You think to yourself, man, I just ruined my diet. And then you continue to overthink things and you're like, well, I've already ruined my diet today, so I might as well just keep eating bad. And then it goes into the next day and you think the same thing. And eventually you break your diet altogether and you don't end up following through with your goal. And that's not the mentality that you want to have. So the other side of this is when you go out and you eat bad and you think to yourself, instead of eating bad the rest of the day, you don't eat at all. And you withhold your body from the calories that it needs in order to function properly. And that's not good either, because that's actually hurting your body, because your body is going to be storing even more fat in order to continue throughout the day. The American Heart Association states that you should eat about 2,000 calories per day. Now, I've done a little bit more digging, and that's for the average person. And Lance Armstrong, or livestrong.com, I'll put a link in the description down below, states that you should eat anywhere between 1,000 and 1,400 calories per day in order to move your body doing absolutely nothing. Now, that's if you were to sit around and do nothing all day. 1,000 to 1,400 calories per day. So if you're moving around the house or you get up to go to work, you need to add calories to that. So you might want to eat something like 1,600 calories per day and be below that 2,000 limit, because that's what you need to eat in order to maintain where you currently are. So what mentality do you need to have when you eat bad? So the first thing you need to understand when it comes to dieting is you can't limit yourself to not eating anything terrible for you, because what you will do is drive yourself crazy, and you don't want that. If you drive yourself crazy, you're gonna give up on your diet quicker than you can say the word diet. You need to give yourself a couple of cheat meals per week. I would recommend 2. Decide those meals earlier in the week so that you understand what you need to eat in order to get exactly what you want. Because the more you limit yourself, the more you want something. When somebody tells you no, you want to do it, right? So the same mentality goes when you're dieting. You tell yourself you can't have this food, you want it more. I'm gonna leave a poll up here, and I want to know from you guys, have you ever experienced this before? And then in the comments down below, let me know exactly what you've done to overcome eating bad or holding calories. So why exactly are we talking about this? Because this week I was terrible when it came to eating. I'm not gonna get into exactly what I ate, and it just got me thinking, what did I do in the past when it came to me eating terrible food for my body? And the answer that I kept coming up with was, I gave up. And I didn't look to the goals that I had already accomplished. Just by going to the gym, you've already set yourself apart from where you were in the past. And you don't want to give all of that up, because all that hard work will be for nothing, and then you will have to restart once you're ready to begin the journey again, and it's going to be hard. I think back to the first time when I went to the gym a couple weeks ago, and I was huffing and puffing and I hated that feeling. Now it got a lot easier for me. And so I realized, by thinking back to what I had done in the past, that I needed to make a change and needed to think differently. And I consulted a lot of my friends who are into fitness, and they told me that a lot of people think like this. And it just gave me the idea to talk to you guys about these struggles, because I know that if I'm dealing with it, one of you guys are too. And so what can I do to help inspire you to hit your goals, because I've already started to reach mine. I've noticed some muscle in my arms. I've been working out my abs. I've come up with a little bit of a routine for doing some weights, which is brand new to me, but I feel good after doing it. I've been going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. My goal is to get up to 5 next week, and just been doing a lot of cardio. So I've noticed my weight dropping, and you're gonna start to notice little subtle changes, and you don't want that to be for nothing. So when it comes to eating terrible, when it comes to eating out, don't have that mentality that because you've eaten terrible and it wasn't your scheduled day to eat bad, you've ruined your diet and give up, because it's going to be that much more difficult to continue on with your path of hitting your goals. With that note, I've officially decided to call this segment Tom Gets Fit. I really hope you like the name. And the reason I chose Gets Fit over losing weight or my weight loss journey is because losing weight is a part of getting fit. And as a part of my journey of losing weight, I also want to gain muscle. And so losing weight isn't necessarily the correct term. I thought to myself, what's the best wording for this segment? And I decided fit was the most appropriate term for what I'm trying to accomplish. I already feel better. I started to notice some subtle changes with my body. Some of the stretch marks that I have are going away, which is, an amazing feeling. And you're gonna start to notice some of these changes too. So don't give up on yourself, keep moving forward. And with that being said, it's time for weigh-in. So let's get over to the scale. All right, quick update before I jump on the scale. Last week I didn't post a weigh-in, and I apologize for that. But what I will say is I did lose weight. So I was down in pounds. Last update that you guys saw, I was at 254.1 pounds. So we're gonna jump on the scale right now, and we're gonna subtract from that number. So let's get to it. And 47.8. I'm down officially 9 pounds in just under 3 weeks. And I've had my ups and I've had my downs, and that just goes to show that if you stick to it, you will hit your goals. And I believe in you, and you need to believe in yourself. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this week's progress video. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in every Sunday for an update as to where I stand when it comes to losing weight, and a challenge that I've encountered throughout the week. If you know anybody that's struggling with these types of issues, please consider sharing this video with them, because we're a community and we all need to come together in order for us to reach our goals. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe to this channel, and have a great week everybody. And remember, we can do this together.